Alright, we're back for another exhibition game. This time it's going to be the 1984 Detroit Tigers against the 1984 New York Yankees. We're going to have Jack Morris up against the knuckleballer Phil Niekro. So it's two interesting teams. The Tigers actually 84 were a great team. Obviously got Gibson, Trammell, just a really strong team, Parrish, Evans. And the Yankees still had a very good offensive team. I mean, you got Mattingly hitting 343, Winfield hitting 340. They had the batting title race there down the line, and Mattingly won that. Don Baylor, great hitter. So Yankees didn't have as good a pitching that year, but they still had a pretty good offense. And this should be a pretty good game. So let's see what happens. It's going to be in New York at the stadium, and the umpire says play ball. And we're going to have Phil Niekro on the mound against Howard Johnson. Let's see what happens here as we get the game going. And it's quickly going to be a ballpark chart, split reading, single 1 to 5, but the Yankees get a break, and it's a line out. So 1 out, nobody on. Johnson hits it, but it's not gonna make it. Mattingly puts him out at first, and Alan Trammell will bat. Fly ball, and that's put away by Winfield and right. 2 out, nobody on, and that brings up Kirk Gibson. And it's going to be an X reading. Ground ball, second base, Willie Randolph to Don Mattingly, and that is the first for the Tigers. Jack Morris takes the mound against Omar Moreno, the old Pittsburgh Pirate, Omar Moreno. 2-6, and that is a pop out to Dave Bergman at first. 1 out. Willie Randolph. By 1984, he was basically a Yankee veteran. And that is a single 1 to 5, line out 6 to 20, and it's a line out. So just like the top of the first for Detroit, the split card goes in the Tigers' favor here, and Randolph fouls out to Trammell. So we have 2 out, nobody on for Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. And that's going to be a line out. So some balls hit hard, but no base hits in the first inning. We go top 2, no score. Niekro pitching to Rupert Jones. Remember him also playing for Seattle. There's a ground ball, and that's going to go to Willie. 1 out, nobody on. For Lance Parrish. Lance Parrish was a pretty good power hitting catcher. And he grounds out, this time the Pags, Mike Pagliarulo. And Darrell Evans. He's got some pop. And that's going to be a ground out. Mattingly to Niekro. And we go bottom 2. Scoreless and hitless. Winfield. Dave Winfield against Jack Morris. Winfield used to hit some vicious line drives, and he would hit line drive home runs. Here he's got a split reading, single 1 to 9. And he's going to get a base hit. Base hit for Winfield. Singles on a ground ball to center. Yankees have a base runner. He can run a bit, but Don Baylor, who can hit the ball about as hard as anyone, is going to swing. And that's a walk. So the Yankees now with 2 on, nobody out. Winfield singles, Baylor walks first and second, nobody out for Steve Kemp. Not a great pickup historically. The Yankees got Steve Kemp thinking he was going to be a pretty good player. He did not do well for the Yankees, but he walks here. And the bases are now loaded. Nobody out for Pags. Mike Pagliarulo, the lefty power hitting third baseman for the Yankees. And look at this. It's a ballpark chart. Home run 1 to 10. Can he get it? No, he misses the granny. It's a fly out. Pags almost with the grand slam. But we do get a sac fly RBI for Pags. He almost put the Yankees up 4-zip. Safe chance is 90% going a third, so we might as well go for get the extra base runner at third with less than 2 out. It's a 1 to 18 safe chance. Oh, and a 20. Wow, so with nobody out, it turns into a bad play, making the first out at third, but it was a 1 to 18 safe chance, and the Yankees do not get a break. The Tigers end up with a double play on the sac fly and the out at third. Runner on first, 2 out for Butch Weiniger. Yankees have a 1-0 lead, but it was almost 4-0. What a turnaround. And now Weiniger grounds out. So the Yankees, with a chance to go up 4-zip on a Pags granny, ends up being a sac fly double play. Top three, 1-0. Dave Bergman up against Phil Niekro. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Niekro in control early here for the Yankees. The knuckleball is dancing. Lou Whitaker, part of that great Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell double play combo. And that's going to be, looks like probably a base hit, 1 to 19, although we saw what happened last inning. Yep, there's a base hit for Whitaker. So the split cards come out the way you expect this time. Whitaker's on. He can run a little bit. Runner on first, 1 out. We'll hold him. And Chet Lemon, also remember him playing for the White Sox. There is a strikeout. So they are having trouble making contact with that knuckleball. 2 out, Howard Johnson. And this is going to be a pop out. And that is the end of the inning for the Tigers. Bottom three, 1-0 Yanks instead of 4. Just missing a granny was Pags. Here's Bobby Meacham. And Meacham chance at a single, 1-5. And the split reading is a 16, so that's going to be a line out. That was a line out to Whitaker, 1 out. And that brings up Omar Moreno in the top of the order. Omar can still run, so if he gets on, he's running. Corners are in, looking for a possible bunt, but he's going to pop it up. Omar Moreno pops it up. 2 out, nobody on for Willie Randolph. And Randolph is going to ground out, it looks like. Grounds out to third. Howard Johnson to Dave Bergman. And that's that for the Yankees. So we go top 4. Yanks lead at 1-0. And Alan Trammell will bat against Phil Niekro. And he gets his good column, and he gets a base hit. Alan Trammell singles. He can run. Kirk Gibson up. Runner being held. Gibson with good power because he hit that amazing home run everyone remembers. He's attempting to steal is Trammell, and we are going to throw. We got a decent chance to get him. It's about 60% safe, it looks like. 1-12 safe, 13-20 out, and that's going to be a base hit, stolen base for Trammell. And there's a runner on second, nobody out now for Kirk Gibson. Yanks up 1-0. And Gibson is going to have a ballpark chart. Split reading, single 1-5, but it's a line out. So, yeah, some of these line outs change because of Max, so that actually ends up being a fly ball to Winfield. Runner on second, 1 out, and Rupert Jones. Just take a quick look at the lineup. We got Jones and we got the righties, but I think we're going to try and get Jones because there's some good hitters coming up after. Let's see what happens. 3-3. That's going to be a possible base hit, though. 1-5 single again, 6-20 out. We've seen the split reading a lot in this game, and this time he gets it. So we've seen the split reading go against the odds several times in this game. First and third, 1 out for Lance Parrish. And that is going to be a ground ball. No, it's going to be a single. It was an X reading, and it ends up being a single and an error by Meacham. So the Yankees having some trouble now, and that scores the tying run. Second and third, 1 out. And now we are probably going to set up the double play. Even though Bergman's on deck, yeah, I think we got to set up the double play. So we're going to intentionally walk our 11s. Bases loaded, 1 out. Play for the double play. They have the corners in then. Yeah, okay, we'll leave the corners in. Runner not held. Bergman's, that way we can come home if it's hit the first or third. And this is going to be a ground ball. Double play. So the intentional walk and the strategy works. Mattingly to Weiniger and back to Mattingly, it looks like. So so the corners in really helps there. And we get the double play on the corners in. And the game is tied 1-1. We go bottom 4. Mattingly up against Morris. And that is going to be a pop out, 1 out. So some interesting things happening in this game so far. And Winfield is up, 1 out, nobody on. Pags misses a granny. And then there was that double play with the corners in. Winfield singles. Runner on first, 1 out for Baylor. Baylor's swinging. Winfield's going to stay at first. And there's another single. So Winfield with a chance to go to third. Let's see what his safe chance is going to be. Safe chance 95%. So it was 90% last time and we got thrown out, but we got to try it here with 1 out. And the throw to third. Gibson throws the ball away for an error, and Winfield scores. So again, some strange happenings in this game. A single and a Gibson throwing error, and the Yankees regain the lead 2-1. Baylor's on second for Kemp. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Morris gets a big out there. Morris was a horse. He will stay in the game as long as he can, and he'll battle. And there's a walk to Pags. So first and second, 2 out. First and second, 2 out for Butch Weiniger. And that's going to be a flyout. So that's going to end the inning. But the Yankees do get the lead back from Kirk Gibson throwing error. And it's 2-1 Yanks, top 5. Good game. Niekro facing Whitaker. And that looks like it's going to be trouble. There's a possible triple. 1-5 is a triple. But it's going to be a base hit. Base hit for Whitaker. And he's got good, decent speed. Not good speed, but decent. Stealing C. Runner on first. Nobody out. Chet Lemon up. And Chet Lemon is bunting. He's a B bunter. And he does get the sack bunt down. So it's going to be 1 out. Runner on second for Howard Johnson. Of course, everybody remembers Howard Johnson with the Mets. Here he is in '84 with the Tigers. And this is going to be a ground ball. So that's going to be the 2nd out. Runner does go to third with 2 outs for Trammell. We are going to pitch to Trammell. And that's going to be a base hit, and the Tigers are going to tie this game up again. Trammell is going to get the base hit, and the run will score. It's going to be 2-2. So a good battle here, top 5, 2-2. Trammell now at first. Again, he can run. He'll be held, and Gibson is up. And that is a ground ball. Oh, and it's going to get through. A ground ball that tops through to shortstop. And it's first and second, 2 out for Rupert Jones. So the Tigers continue putting the pressure on Niekro. Not unusual for those knuckleballs to have a lot of base runners. Usually they're walks. But, this is going to be a problem. This could be a home run. Rupert Jones, but he's going to hit the top of the wall, and that's going to stay in the ballpark, but it's going to be a double. And the runner on first with a chance to score. He's being waved home. He's 95% safe, so we're going to just stop Rupert Jones from taking the extra base. And the Tigers are going to go up 4-2 over the '84 Yankees. 2-run score on that Rupert Jones double. He just missed a homer. And that's going to bring up Lance Parrish with a runner on second and 2 out. And that's going to strike him out. And that's going to finally get the Yankees out of the inning. But Niekro gives up 3. He's given up 4 in the last 2 innings. Tigers take a 4-2 lead over the Yankees, who only have 3 hits off Morris. Meacham is going to lead it off in the bottom of the 5th. And he's going to fly out, and that's going to be 1 out. And we're going to go to Omar Moreno. And that is going to be a strikeout, 2 out. Nobody on for the Yankees. They've now lost the lead. Willie Randolph trying to get something going with 2 outs, and he's going to get a base hit. So he extends the inning. For Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. Mattingly, of course, with really good power. He can hit the ball out of the yard. But this is going to be a fly ball X, and it is a double. Don Mattingly, who was the king of the double, he got so many doubles in his career. He doubles here, but with 2 out, Randolph has to stop at third. So second and third, 2 out for Dave Winfield to see if they're going to pitch to Winfield, and it looks like they are. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Winfield does not come up with the clutch hit. And he had a chance to tie the game. We go top 6, 4-2. Darrell Evans facing Phil Niekro. And there's a fly ball. And it's going to drop in there, actually. It bounces in front of the left fielder. And there's a runner on first with nobody out for Dave Bergman. And this is a possible base hit. 1 to 10 single, 11 to 20 line out, and it's a line out. So there's going to be a runner on first, 1 out. And it brings up Sweet Lou Whitaker. Pitch is in the dirt. It's going to be a pass ball or a wild pitch. It's going to be a wild pitch, and there's a runner on second with 1 out for Whitaker. Just take a quick look at the Chet Lemon on deck. Going to pitch to Whitaker. Runner on second, 1 out. And there's a ground ball, and that's going to be out Pags to Mattingly. So that is the second out of the inning. The ground ball to third. Runner holds at second. Chet Lemon up. Niekro trying to get out of this inning. And it's a possible deep fly ball. This could be a home run, 1 to 16, and Lemon's going to go yard, and he goes yard. Chet Lemon makes it 6-2 Tigers. The great 84 Tiger team is pouring it on, and we might be seeing the last of Niekro. He is going to face Howard Johnson. And that's a ground ball to short. And an error, and everything falling apart for this Yankee team. And Niekro in big trouble. Alan Trammell is going to be up. And we're going to put Jay Howell in the game. Jay Howell's going to come in for Niekro. Try and stop the bleeding here in the 6th. It's going to be Trammell against Howell. And there's a fly ball and a fly out. Kemp puts it away. Yankees finally get out of the inning, but Chet Lemon makes it 6-2 Tigers. Bottom 6, Don Baylor leads it off against Jack Morris. And there's a fly to center, 1 away. Brings up Steve Kemp. Kemp is going to fly out. Well, there's some nice results in that 2 column, but he finds a fly out. 2 out. It's kind of the way Steve Kemp's career with the Yankees went. Mike Pagliarulo now up. And that's going to be a strikeout. So through 6, Tigers lead it 6-2. Howell's still in the game now for the Yankees against Kirk Gibson. And this is a walk for Gibson. Runner on first, nobody out, and Rupert Jones. Runner edges away. He's going to try and up 4 runs, but he doesn't get the lead, so he's going to stay. Rupert Jones facing Jay Howell. Tigers trying to take some bases even with the lead. This is a split reading, 1 to 5 single, 6 to 20 line out, and it's a 6. So Max rules will change that to a different out, but it's going to be a fly out to Winfield. So 1 out, runner on first for Lance Parrish. And this is going to be a possible single, 1 to 7, line out 8 to 20, and it's a line out. So that's the second out of the inning. And with a runner on first and 2 out, Darrell Evans steps up, stolen base attempt. And we are going to throw through. Catcher makes the throw. Split reading speed about 1 to 12, I believe. Yeah, 1 to 12 safe, 13 to 20 out. And he's safe. So they get the extra base, and he's on second with the steal. And there's a possible throwing error on Weiniger, but there's no error. So he's going to stop at second. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Darrell Evans up. Darrell Evans is a lefty. Let's just take a quick look at the lineup. We got Bergman. Just going to pitch to Darrell Evans. And he flies out. So that gets the Yankees out of the 7th. We're going to go bottom 7. Tigers up 6-2. Jack Morris, the Bulldog, is still in there. Weiniger is up. And that's a strikeout. Strikeout for Weiniger. 1 out. Nobody on. For Bobby Meacham. And Meacham strikes out. 2 out. Nobody on. And the Yankees just cannot get anything going. Omar Moreno is going to bat against Jack Morris. And that is a ground ball. And that is it for the Yankees. So through 7, it's 6-2 Tigers. Top 8. Howell's still in. See if we can get a couple of more outs before we look for a bullpen help. There's a strikeout. 1 out. And that'll bring up Lou Whitaker. And there's a base hit, so we might look for the bullpen here now. Runner on first, 1 out. Howell's been out there for a while. Let's see who else we got in the pen. Not a great bullpen for the Yankees. I don't even... They have a lot of guys who started in, relieved. Where are we in the lineup? So... let's bring in Bob Shirley. He both started and relieved for the Yankees, but I'm going to bring him in here. He's going to face Chet Lemon. Runner on first, 1 out. And the hit and run is on. And the batter misses the pitch. Runner goes. And we're going to throw for the runner. Catcher makes the throw. Should have a decent shot this time. Safe 1, out 2-20. And he's thrown out. So, runner is out, 2 out, nobody on. They tried to hit and run, but Lemon missed the pitch. And now this should get the Yankees out of the inning with a ground out. So we go bottom 8, 6-2. And Willie Randolph going to lead off against Jack Morris, who's still out there. He strikes him out, 1 out. Morris pitching a gem, as he often did in '84. Don Mattingly, heart of the Yankee order, trying to get something going. Catcher card X and a ground out. So there's 2 out, and that is going to be Winfield. Winfield singles, so it keeps the Yankees' hopes alive here in the 8th. Don Baylor, lots of power from Baylor. He hit the ball so hard every time up. And that is going to be an X reading and a single. Gets through on a slow grounder. So first and third, 2 out for Steve Kemp. Can Kemp come through for the Yankees? And this is going to be a ballpark chart single 1-5. Line out 6-20. And that's the end of the inning. A line out ends the inning. It's 6-2. We go to the 9th. Shirley will stay in. And Howard Johnson will come up. Johnson was a switch hitter. And this is going to be trouble. This looks like at least a single. Triple 1-4, single 5-20. And it's a single. Single for Howard Johnson. Johnson is a runner. He can run. He had his share of stolen bases in his career. Alan Trammell up. Corners in. And that's a possible base hit. We're going to get another split. 1-5 single. And it's a 5. So the Tigers getting some breaks here. First and third, nobody out. So he goes all the way to third. First and third, nobody out. Lefty, Gibson, Shirley. And this is going to be a ballpark chart reading and is a possible home run. 1-10. And this ball is out of here. Gibson homers. He finds the short porch and right. And the Tigers have blown this game wide open. It's now 9-2. Rupert Jones. He's going to strike out. Shirley with a strikeout, but the damage has been done. Tigers crushing the Yankees here in the 9th. Lance Parrish. And he singles. So the Yankees having trouble getting out of the 9th inning. Shirley is now just in cleanup duty. They don't even want to waste another pitcher if they don't have to. But Tigers making it difficult. There's a line out. 2 out. Runner on first. Bergman up. Lefty. Didn't stop Gibson, lefty, from hitting that home run. And Bergman's going to walk. First and second, 2 out. And that brings up Lou Whitaker. Another lefty matchup. And this time, Shirley's going to get the strikeout. So we go bottom 9. Yankees need 7. Not looking too good. It's Pags leading off. Morris trying to go to distance. Pags does get a walk, so the Yankees get a good start. They're going to need about 8 more of those to get into this game. Butch Weiniger, switch hitting catcher for the Yankees, and he strikes out. 1 out. 1 out, runner on first. Bobby Meacham due up. Let's see what our bench looks like against the righty. Let's have some fun. Let's let Ken Griffey Sr. come up, and we'll have Griffey bat for Bobby Meacham. The old red. part of those great Reds teams. And here is a ballpark chart single. We have seen this 1 to 5, 6 to 20 split a lot today, and there's a line out. So Griffey lines out. Senior lines out, 2 out. And we go top to Omar Moreno. And he will swing against the righty Morris. And he will fly out to end the game. So just a dominating performance by Jack Morris. And the Tigers offense lights up the Yankees pitching. They win it 9 to 2. You see Gibson with 2 hits and 3 ribbies. Jones hit the big hit 2-run double, I believe it was. And Whitaker had 3 hits. So just a big 15-hit attack from the Tigers. Winfield did get 3 hits for the Yanks. Baylor had 2, but it just wasn't enough. They only scored 2 runs. Niekro got roughed up for 6 runs, 10 hits, and 5 2/3. Morris goes the distance, throws a 7-hitter, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, and the Tigers, 84, they won it all, and they beat the 84 Yankees 9 to 2. That's it for this exhibition game. Thanks for watching.